Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the Bestechman Ronan. So this is a knife that was interesting to me because it's a 14C28N blade. It has a different sort of axis lock mechanism where the ends actually unscrew, and it's actually on a bearing. So the axis lock that's different makes it able to be a narrower knife here, so you can get a more comfortable grip on it. Other ones that have the more traditional setup, like this Griptilian, there's a J channel down here on the inside that makes you have to have a wider knife here. So it does do some ergonomic things for this knife. G10 handles, nicely skeletonized liner. It's not a lightweight knife, but it's not too heavy. So we're looking in here at 4.3 ounces. So not particularly light, but also not out of the realm for a everyday carry slash work knife. It's a very smooth bearing flipper, so you can thumb flick it, you can spidey flick this, you can just do your regular thumb opening or axis flip. So it's nice and fidgetable. It is comfortable in the hand. When I was doing my cutting test, I wasn't irritated by anything. Jimping back here is smooth but grippy. So there's a lot to like about this knife. The problem that I've had with this knife is that it kind of underperforms, and there are some quality control issues with it. So in my cutting tests, this steel only did 175 cuts before the edge failed. That is really underperforming for 14C28N. I've had knives with this steel go 300 plus cuts, and this is just not anywhere near that. So I'm thinking they went with a softer heat treat to prevent any chipping or anything like that, but it does reduce its usability as a everyday carry knife. The other thing is this axis lock lockup. So when the knife is locked, the lock just barely engages and it feels firm, and I haven't been able to get it to fail, but if that lock bar budges just the least little bit, it breaks the action immediately. On something like my Benchmades or any other axis lock I've really used, the lock bar sits almost its full width, or even more than its full width, above the end of the tang. So you can see I can move this bar quite a bit down and the blade only disengages there, as opposed to that's where it sits. So this lock has just been designed without enough overlap of those two parts. It probably would be okay, but it scares me to death to put my fingers on that because it's just barely caught on there. The other quality control issue that I had with this knife is when I disassembled it for the first time, which I did on another video, which is going up soon, this bolt just stripped completely like it was made out of cheese. So between the bolt, the axis lock, and the underperforming steel, there's a lot not to like about this knife. It's not terrible, it's not unusable, but I definitely wouldn't pay more than the $80 price or the $70 price point where this knife is. Cool, machining on the logo there. Definitely beautiful fit and finish on the G10. Nice bearing flipper. But again, some quality control issues here. So this is toward the cheaper end of what you're going to get for an axis lock knife with this steel, and it shows. Not my personal recommendation, but that is what I experienced with this knife. Hopefully that is helpful. Enjoy the videos, do all the YouTube like, subscribe, etc. stuff, and have a nice day.